raging out in Clash. It's special because it's midweek. My name is Jen, and I'm here with SK.
Hello. Yeah.
And we've got two main things that we're talking about. As y'all probably know, Town Hall 14 is coming up. They've released two sneak peek about the update coming up. We've got Clan Castle changes coming up, and then they released a lot of things for preparing for Town Hall 14. So that is what we're going to be talking about today, that and that only.
Yeah. So I guess the idea behind this was because...
just so we don't have so much to talk about on Friday, so it just lasts for about 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we would like to have a life. We would like to have some of our Friday nights back. I think with the deluge of information, even though it's a drip feed, there is a lot of information being sent out and how that affects the game. So we're taking a bite out of, Supercell
and impact our fun, quite a bit. So,
so we're copying Supercell and all the various content creators and whatnot, and just putting it down into bite-sized chunks so that we talk a little bit about what the sneak peeks are and what our thoughts are about them, so we don't have to have a 3-hour download on Friday. So this should hopefully be short and sweet, although given the amount of information that came out today, we will try and keep it brief. But no can't fix stupid, just because, that's not the reason for these ones. Okay, over to you.
Okay, so, Clan Castle Troop donation. There are some significant changes coming to that. In order to protect the lower level players from overpowered defensive Clan Castle units, and to maintain better mid-Town Hall level game balance, we've reworked some of the Clan Castle donation functionalities. With the spring update, the following changes will go into effect. So, a Clan Castle of level 1, which is Town Hall 2 and 3, I believe, they can only get up to Town Hall 7 level troops. So it's basically, after Town Hall 7, it's basically you can only receive 2 Town Halls above you for levels of troops in your clan castles.
Yeah.
So Town Hall 7 can receive, the max level troops that Town Hall 7 will ever receive will be Town Hall 9 troops. Town Hall 8s will only ever receive a max of Town Hall 10 level troops, and so on.
Yeah. So before I opine on that, I would say that I didn't like how Darren/Supercell just dropped that sort of announcement and then buggered off, right, on the forums, right? Because, I'm sorry, I was reading that and I think I had to read about 3-4 times just to sort of understand the table that they'd had, and I was like, what? This table is not, I don't understand this, I need a guide of some sort. It was quite I think it's difficult at first to understand what's going on, first of all, but then a whole bunch of other questions came to mind, because obviously you're talking about Town Hall 7 getting Town Hall 9 troops, but we have to remember that Town Hall 10s get siege machines. Are they still able to get siege machines because, things like that? Is that Town Hall 10 can get siege machines there? Or even super troops and things like that. How does that work? I'm not sure how does that work. So he dropped it on the forum, and all these questions came out, which I felt were valid, because even though he gave an example of a barbarian or something like that, I was like, this table is pants. I could have done with a read through. All these questions came out, and there was not a peep from the guy until the next day when the next sneak peek was out. So I thought that was poor, because it just left it. He basically left it for the moderators and the content creators to fill in the blanks. But then he's always said they are not Supercell. They are not official channels. And yet, poor mods on the forum were having to sort of try and answer questions that they felt was the right answer, with no backup. So I thought that was poor. But in terms of the actual change, again, my opinion is it's quite hard to understand. The table does it no end of. I don't even bother looking at the table anymore. But essentially, what you were saying is it's the max. Whatever a max 10 Hall 9 troops levels are. So it's even harder to sort of. It's really hard, personally, I think, for me in the game to sort of figure out, okay, well, what actually is a max 10 Hall 9 level troop, and actually what is that number, because the number's different for a different troop, right? Where before, you could at least, it's simple, just look at my profile or something, look at a max 10 Hall 13 profile, and that's what you're gonna get, right? But it's hard because you're like, okay, well, what level do giants go up to 10 at 10 or 9? Do you know? I don't know. I'm like, there's so many different levels. And
10 Hall 9 is 6.
I mean,
Five,
like,
I think.
that's the point is,
Yeah.
with all the different kind of troops that are available, they're all at different levels. And sometimes there's multiple upgrades for one town hall, and so it's for me as a player, I am not going to be used to knowing what those town hall, what those troop levels are going to be. So that, as in terms of clan management, will be hard to. That will be hard to sort of oversee, to make sure people are donating or whatnot for war. I don't know. Does it mean if you click that max button, because you know how you can used to be able to request for troops and you tick the thing that says max? Does that just mean max for that you're able to get, or is something gonna change in that sort of functionality?
I hope that it does, because I hope that it does. I hope that clicking that button does request for the max that they can request for, because that will make it easier for us managing the troop levels.
Yeah, so I hope they thought of that, because I mean, for our war CCs, it's fine, you and I fill them up anyway, but it does, the idea is that lower. Sorry?
What? Yeah?
I fill your CC up.
Yeah.
I fill your CC up, and I fill all the super troops that you don't have.
Yeah.
So, making me off track now. The idea is it's supposed to allow, also, it allows for lower town halls to help fill CCs. But that's going to be hard to manage, I think. Unless it is the same functionality there. Like, how will I... So for me, right, if I'm checking more CCs, well, how do I know? Like say if you're filling up a 10 hall 10, somebody's filling up a 10 hall 10 or CC, right? Will I have to then check to make sure a 10 hall 7 hasn't filled that up? Because then it only got to 10 hall 9.
We still have the 2-level upgrade.
Yes, but it doesn't go. It's not cumulative.
I don't think that we're gonna have to worry, because the 11s were able to help fill war CCs, and nobody. Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 that did. No, like nobody ever did. So we can just say like, Coz and you and I always fill war CCs. If we need, we ask an 11 to.
That would be the shortcut way to resolve things. But again, the idea is that people can help. It should help garner clan engagement, that everyone's helping the war effort, right? But what I'm looking for is that if you're filling a war CC, do I have to individually check to see that they're max for that town hall that they can get? Or, because a 10 or 7 could just put in, I don't know, let's say a dragon. I don't know if that's the right level. Will I know that that's the right one, or do I actually have to check that they can't get any higher?
If you and I are doing it, then it'll automatically downgrade it to what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so. But again, the point is it's not to stop that.
Else filling war season. I don't. Well, for offense, yes. I think for the first little while we're gonna have to check or just see. Like maybe they have. clicking that button or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
So we just have to be on our toes, okay? Because again, it was easy to see because there's no little wee flaming number level. But you get new people coming in. Sometimes they want to help, so we will have to be on the ball there too.
Unless if they could still do the flame, but maybe a different color flame because it's not completely maxed, but it's maxed for that town hall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping there's some sort of help with that. It's not just me having to figure it out by looking, by calculating what that level is. But also, the fact that it's not cumulative, so our perks won't matter for a lot of people.
What do you mean?
Well,
it'll help for the lower, it'll help for the 7s, the 8s, and the 9s because they'll still, a Town Hall 9 can now give another Town Hall 9 max loons. Mm-hmm. So it'll help for that because they get the 2-level upgrade with our clan perks, and they can receive a Town Hall 9 would receive Town Hall 11 loons. So it works out
that way, but it's still not. I feel like it has degraded some of the clan perks.
Oh, absolutely! It has. Absolutely,
we've worked hard to get those perks.
That better be some of the quality. That better be some of the quality of life. Because Darian said, I read somewhere that there's a lot of quality of life coming. Uh-huh. So that better be one of the quality of life that they've changed something in the perks.
And I'm not one of those. I mean, I think it's a valid question to ask, and again, this is why I was annoyed that Super Sale just posted it and buggered off. But people were asking, we get a kickback in terms of what we're donating, but if we're donating troops that are just going to get downgraded, do we still have to pay the same price and get the same cutback? And we're talking small amounts of resource that, one raid will fix that. But it's a valid point. Okay, well, that's the whole perk of the thing. And given the amount of upgrades that are coming in Title 13, I'm gonna be resource counting. I'm gonna need that 2 or 3 extra Dark Elixir drops. So there was a lot of questions on that. I do think I am not actually against the change. I think it is. I don't know if it is a good idea, but I'm not against the change because that is, in our mini, something that we've always, in our experiment, something we've always spoke of, and that, lower Town Hall clan wars are just no fun because they either end in a tie or a win if you're lucky because they forget or something, but 9 times out of 10 they're going to be a tie because someone will just go to request and join clan and get max troops or something like that to steamroll you. And so I'm not against the change. I am just a bit I hope they did it right.
Yes, I hope they worked out all the bugs and.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a prime example, I think, of how Supercell is giving you what people are asking for, but it's just not the way that they requested it. It's not the way they want. They're giving you what you want, but on their terms. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What do you think about the change? I've had a little.
For our mini purposes, I do like that because we might see some more wars won or more wars lost. Just for that reason, I do like that. And for our clan, I like it as well because, like I said, if a Town Hall 9 is requesting they need max loons for war, another Town Hall 9 can now give them that. So it allows for more people to get donations, I guess.
But also, a lot. Let's say we see a lot of our Town Hall 9s and 8s get the new ones particularly get complete slaughtered by Electro Dragon coming out in Max 1, and you're using up half your troops trying to kill the damn thing, or not because they're so surprised. They're like, "What do I do with it?"
I don't know if I like. I never found and I mean this is me but I never found the defensive troops that overpowering, even the lower ones. So for me, having a
I think you
level
have to
one
be
electro
prepared
in a town
for it, though.
right now. Like, I don't know.
But I think you're half expecting, like, you don't go in not expecting the worst case, whereas a lot of our new people that come in, they're like, oh, I didn't expect that to have an electro dragon in it. So I don't know, that, but part of that might be just experience of lords and things like that. What do you think that effect will have on our wars?
Well, I think because right now, when we have max CC troops defending, we get defenses. Like if it's 9s hitting 9s, 8s hitting 8s, we get quite a bit of defenses. We've got some strong bases that we worked hard on, and with those CCs in there, we get defenses. And now that, if they want an Electro, it's only going to be a level 1 Electro, or Super Minions, it's going to be level 1 Super Minions. That's going to there's still going to be difficult CCs for, people to kill, but it's not going to be it's not going to be overpowering. And it's just... Okay. I don't think we'll be getting as many defenses as we used to. Okay. Which is unfortunate because then, if we get paired up against a good clan, then kind of like we do, we use our 9s and our 10s to scout bases up top. So I can see people starting to do that against us now.
Yeah, but okay, so on the flip side of that, what do you think of our 9s, 10s? I can't even remember. Again, with the levels, I'm not used to it. But what about our lowers going in with not max CCs? How do you think that's gonna affect wars? Because as you know, I'm always of the opinion that Town Hall 10s, everyone's relying on that wall wrecker. First of all, my question is, can they still get a wall wrecker?
I think they will still be able to get a wall wrecker, but they will not get a max one. They will get a level 3 because that's what Town Hall 12 can donate.
Okay, so they can't get a wall wrecker.
I would say they could get a log launcher, but it would be level 1
a log launcher. Okay.
It would be level 1. Yeah.
Okay. So, but see, in that case, you and I have seen a lot of people come in Town Hall 10 and use that siege machine as a crutch, and that's where my own opinion is that Town Hall 10 is way more easy than, let's say, Town Hall 9, for example, because of the max wall wrecker, max blimp, what have you. So how do you think our walls will go with that in respect?
I think there is going to be a huge period where it's going to be an adjustment for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I think we're just going to have to closely watch and see how quickly people adjust for that in our wars and who we're putting in and the covers we have. Yeah,
because we do have we have seen a lot of people just using that wall wrecker, and the first time that they use it, for example, when they're learning to use it, is, it still needs some sort of cover. You put it down and it's targeted by an inferno and dies and things.
I think we're going to have to worry about the 10 in particular, I think you're talking about, because he's going to be Town Hall 11 in a few days.
I think just in general, though. I think, new people come in.
I think in general, the people that will be new Town Hall 10s and maybe coming into the clan or moving up from Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 10, it'll be a new thing for them anyway. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they would heavily rely on certain ones as much as people do now, because it'll only be a level 1 wrecker or a level 1 whatever.
So I do think it will have an impact in terms of, yes, we might not be able to defend as much, but we might not be able to freestar as much, at least very in the early
people changes. Better get with it and get practicing and realize what they can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. So anything else that you want to discuss?
No, I think that pretty much covers all that.
Are you for or against the change, or are you excited? disappointing?
I understand why they did it. It's, more balance to the game, and I can see them doing it again down the road. I really can.
Doing what again, and how so?
Lowering it even more, like instead of 2 levels above.
So a bit like the Queso Cup that they did.
What's that?
A bit like the Queso Cup kind of thing.
Yeah. So
that's probably where they got their inspiration.
I'm glad that they've started with this, and especially because we've got the little ones and we're playing with those, and I'm glad. Yep.
Yeah. So again, this is what I mean by Supercell giving you what you want, because obviously there was a lot of interest in the Queso Cup.
Yep.
But it's just not in the way that you wanted it.
No, that's good.
Okay. So, the one that dropped today.
I'm looking at it right now, and I just gotta say, like, of all the color schemes that they could have come up with, they come out with my 2 favorite colors together. Like, how awesome is that? I was upset when it was first coming out because I thought we had more time, and just seeing the color scheme, I am happy for you, because I know that Town Hall 14 is close for me as well, and I'll be, I'm serious. When I said in chat today, I will not be staying Town Hall 13, Max Town Hall 13 for very long, because I want this purple and green Town Hall. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, but purple and green? It's green and gold. That's the color scheme.
I don't know. I see purple.
Yeah, the door's purple. The door's purple, and there's a couple of flowers that are purple, but the color scheme is gold and green, not purple.
But there's purple in there, so I'm saying that it's purple too.
I know, but those three color combinations is quite garish. Like that, those tones. I think when you look at the Town Hall 14, that's come out, and you look at it, right, the fluorescent purple with the fluorescent green and then the gold, it's a bit barf-worthy. It's a bit like. It is, but I mean, it's just, I don't mind the colour scheme. I quite like the theme, but, yeah.
What is the theme?
It's like jungle, yeah. So, a lot of people have said that it's very sort of Aztec / Mayan kind of feel to it. So
I like that town hall. I'm just watching the video. I like that town hall.
But it's just, yeah, I like the theme. It's just, I think the colours are, it's just a purple. I'm just seeing, I mean, I think it'll be better when they're in game. It's just the fact that I can zoom into the town hall and make it big. I can see all that purple in there too, and it just looks like the town hall's throwing up some purple stuff. Right? So I do like the fact that it does remind me of those sort of Aztec-y kind of jungle-y kind of structures that in real life we have. But there's like water. Have you seen the animation? Because it's like water flowing off the roof to the.
I haven't yet. No.
To the moat. So if you can look to see the picture, and it's got these little wee sort of flowers floating around the top of the roof, and then it flows off.
No, I see. Yep.
So I think that's quite nice. So I'll let you continue with what the update or the sneak peek sort of has.
Okay, so we've got new to Town Hall 14, and there is going to be new defense levels, new hero levels, new troop levels, and it says much, much more that we cannot wait to show you. So 20 days to upgrade your Town Hall from Town Hall 13 to Town Hall 14. So 20 days, 16 million gold, It gives you a capacity in your town hall of 2 million gold, 2 million elixir, 20,000 dark elixir, and 8,900 hit points. And then in the forums, they had like all the other levels and details and whatnot if you wanted to go there. Anyway, 20 days for your town hall.
And that, I feel, is a long time.
Almost a month, yeah.
Yes. Just when you look at that and it says 20 days, you think that's way too long. And I think a lot of people are not going to wait those 20 days. But I mean, I think when you look at some of the upgrades in Town Hall 13, it kind of makes sense. Some of them are already quite long.
Well, just upgrade the town hall from 11 to 12. Or, sorry, from 12 to 13 was 18 days.
Yep, so I think when they just sort of showed that stat on its own, people were like, what, 20 days? That's ridiculous. But then they don't actually see, it's been building up to that. So yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to wait that long. Yeah, I probably won't wait that long either. But again, you know, I'm still in two minds. What was I was going to say? I can't remember now. I think that your initial gut reaction is crap, that's 20 days, but at the same time I think what Supercell is considering is that it sort of offsets some of that season pass builder boost / potion sort of hastening effect that we see now, how things move really quickly. So I think it sort of counteracts that a little bit. So what do you think of the new design of the town hall?
I like the design. I like.
So the theme is jungle.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the colors.
You like the colors?
What's that?
You like the colors because.
Yeah.
What was it that you told me this morning? That is your favourite colours?
Green and purple, my favourite colour. Yeah.
But the theme is green and gold. It just so happens that the town hall is throwing up some purple through the doors.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the colour scheme. And I like the theme as well, the jungle theme. So that'll be interesting.
They're having an elixir party indoors.
Yeah, they are.
I do like the overflowing sort of the sort of, it's almost like a waterfall from the ceiling, the roof, down to the moat. I do like that effect. If that's an effect that is within the day-to-day sort of running of the game, it could be quite therapeutic just looking at the waterfall. Because it's got little flowers, it could be good and relaxing. But no, I think I've seen little clips of the animation and it was quite well animated. It's very subtle. Okay, so that's the town hall. What do you think of the fact that it's a Giga Inferno still?
Still Giga Inferno, yeah, I definitely like that. I like that it is now, instead of a freeze, it's now a poison spell. I think that's definitely going to impact the meta, because now it's not that your troops are getting frozen, your troops are actually taking damage if they're going over that blast. Aside from the death bomb damage, they're actually taking damage from a poison spell as well. Like I said, I think that we will see more queen charges, more warden charges, because it won't affect the heroes as much. I do like that they stayed with the Inferno, and didn't do like an Expo or some other kind of defense. I'm glad that they stayed with the Inferno, and like I said, the spell is different, so
it does make sense, because in 10 or 12 you've got the Giga Tesla, and that's the only thing you've got, and then 10 or 13 you've got another Giga thing, but you get a spell. but you got an upgrade of a Giga from Giga Tesla to Giga Inferno, but you also got a spell. And then it makes sense that 10 or 13, the Giga Inferno stays the same, but you get a different spell. And I think you said previously that the poison is an upgrade to the freeze spell.
Absolutely.
And I think you and I have discussed this before, but you know, the fact that it's a poison and nobody has experience of that. Nobody, you know, no other troop defensively has ever given out a poison. So you don't actually, first time going in, we're not going to know how to combat
Absolutely.
that. You know, they use a heal, but then that's 2 spell slots. You know, before with the freeze, we could sort of, you know, we can sort of guess how, or be prepared for that when an ice golem comes out and it freezes your troops and things like that. So we knew what that effect would have. But again, you know, with this poison, we've never seen a defensive poison before, and I think that's going to be quite interesting. I think I mentioned also to you that off the back of you saying that this will change the meta, because of the fact that you might get a lot of base building now trying to force you to stay in the poison. You know, you know, you might put structures next to the town hall so that your troops don't wander off into emptiness normally, because you know, normally have traps around the town hall and things like that, whereas now you might want to put structures there so that your heroes or whatever it is that you're using to get the town hall need to stay in the poison. And you mentioned that with the various charges / walks and whatnot, I think I mentioned that it might not be the hero that you're aiming for, but
the healers instead.
Yeah, you aim for the healers. If the healers are in the poison, then bye-bye, invincible hero. So there's a lot of interesting things coming out of that, and I think I agree with you in that it's going to change the meta, in the fact that it gives the base builder a lot more options. It's scary in a way, as in I don't know how it's going to change our lores, you know, if things take a longer time to filter through. Don't know what kind of bases we'll see out of that.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm excited about. Upgrading to Town Hall 14 unlocks 25 new wall pieces.
Why does that excite you?
1 seeking air mine, 1 skeleton trap, 1 bomb, and 1 giant bomb. I'm excited because bases, I think we're going to see more jump spells being used now, because 25 more walls means more compartments in bases. So definitely I think that people are going to be needing to use more jump spells. I'm excited about another Seeking Air Mine, because like I mentioned, if we're going to be seeing more charges, more warden stuff, you know, you're always using a Coco Loon to try and pull those. And 1 more of those is always, you know, is going to be great. And Skeleton Trap, I love the Skeleton Trap, so I'm glad that they've added another one of those, because I'm going to get that when I'm Town Hall 14. I'm excited.
So, but you don't get a tornado trap, which is what you...
No, it wasn't a tornado, but just seeing all of those makes up for the tornado, because that's a lot of new stuff. 25 wall pieces and 1 of all of those small traps, that's big.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, it does feel like this town hall is significantly it's a bigger bump. You know, a bit like how when you went from 8 to 9, you were like, oh, there's a lot to build, a lot to upgrade, and then it sort of petered out between 10 and 11, and possibly a little bit like 12, but then, like you mentioned in previous episodes, you were going from 12 to 13, and you were like, there's 2 levels through this thing.
Yeah.
You know? So it does feel a bit like this is a substantial town hall upgrade. In terms of the traps, I love the traps. I think the traps are the most... it's what makes the game interesting. You can build bases and whatnot, but unless you've got scouts, you don't know how the game's gonna go with those traps because you don't know where they are.
Well, like I said before too, right now the meta is like it's very offensive heavy. So the fact that they're adding new, like not a new defense, but new defenses, and they're all traps, they're things that you can't scout. I think that that's going to bring that offense back that bit that it needs to, because it's too overpowering right now.
Yeah. But not that there's no new defense levels of defenses. There's a lot.
I was actually shocked at the amount of things
Crap
that
to
get
upgrade
upgraded right away. So getting upgrades, so the new defense building trap levels, whatnot. So you get an upgrade to your lab, to your clan castle, the gold storage, your elixir storage, your dark elixir storage, cannon, hidden Tesla, bomb tower, inferno tower, eagle artillery, scatter shot, bomb, and obviously another level to your walls. That's 13 things right off the hop that you can upgrade.
So you get more walls and another level of the wall.
Yeah.
Have you seen what the walls look like? Do you like it?
Those buggers are going to cost $7 million a piece. Because mine right now cost 6. Those are going to cost $7 million.
Do you like the various designs of the new upgrades?
I do.
I think the walls, personally, you know how it's gold with green through it? I think I would have preferred it green with gold running through it. I think that would have looked nicer. Just gold. I'm one of those people that think you can have too much gold sometimes.
Yes, you definitely can. Yes.
But I need all the gold I'm gonna get for these defenses, I tell you.
We're gonna have to start playing the game.
A lot, apparently, a lot. So, what else do we have?
New hero levels. Excuse me. 5 to each of the heroes. So Barbarian King to 80, Queen to 80, Warden to 55, and the Royal Champ to 30.
So that's the whole sweep. Like, they're at once releasing a whole batch of levels for all the heroes, whereas before they might have just done a couple or one or two, but they've done the whole quartet there. That's a lot of Dark Elixir.
Can you imagine the people that are going to gem the entire update?
You're probably going to need a lot of money. Yeah. This is you can just see how their profit charts are like steady. Oh my goodness, Mount Everest all the way. Yeah. You know, it is like payday for them.
All those people that constantly push in Legends to be at the top of the leaderboards, like who's gonna be like? How long do you think it's gonna be before somebody gems it to max? Like 2 hours.
Those people have done it for every upgrade in Town Hall.
I know,
and so they're in the position where that's not a question that whether they're gonna or not. They obviously have the disposable income, but it's gonna be sizable. So, yeah, I am not one of those people, unfortunately. I mean, I could probably. You and I probably could, but we have life bills to do. And also because we want to play the game, there's no point. Personally, for us or me, I like farming. You know, so I like the achievement.
I keep saying that I want to, like, I enjoy playing the game, as do you. I keep saying that I want to be able to push properly in Legends League, but I think if I was like maxed at endgame, I think I would get bored. So I'm kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, and there is pros and cons. Like I said, I like farming. I like building and, you know, sorting out my upgrades. But don't get me wrong, I'm going to be complaining a lot in future episodes of, oh my god, this takes forever, and goodness, look at all this loot I have to get. 19 million or something like that for something that's gonna take ages to upgrade. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of money, but you know, I'm still gonna enjoy, you know, farming.
I'm gonna be moaning. I haven't even got. I think I've done my wizard towers. That's all I've done. So I mean, once I start doing all the other defenses aside from my traps, you'll hear moaning from me too. Don't worry.
So
especially once this hammer jam goes away.
yeah. Oh, I want to talk about it in a minute. But in your opinion, which of the defenses that upgraded the new levels do you think is the nicest looking?
Where do you see them?
I'm just looking on the forum.
Oh, I haven't looked in there yet.
Well, you should look in the forum because it's got the design, the visuals of the new levels. And that's why you'll see what I mean by the town hall looks like it's barfing up purple.
Yeah, it'll probably take me forever to get in there. I'll have a look off stream.
You'll get back to me on that one, shall you? Okay, but you should read it also because there were other... it probably says in the news thing as well that there are changes in that are people able to donate another spell.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, sorry. On you go.
New troop. We're still. We just finished hero levels. We're at new troop level. So barbarian is going to level 10, archer to level 10, wallbreaker to level 10, healer to 7, baby drag to 8, minion to 10, 9 for Valkyrie, and 6 for ice golem.
I don't even know which one I'm gonna do first. I'll be honest. I don't know.
I would probably say wallbreaker.
I know, and that's where my gut feeling is. But I'm like, that's a bit boring, right? But wallbreakers are, you know, key for a lot of things.
It would definitely be wallbreaker and then healers because queen charges my army. So, and then honestly, I would probably go ice golem after that, and then I would do archers, baby dragons, barbarians. And I would leave the minions and healers.
I like a minion. A minion can, you know, snipe all. Sometimes it's MVP minion.
On my priority list. And then Valkyries would be last.
I think that is a sensible thing to do. But there's a part of me that goes, okay, but that's based on meta right now, based on troop strength right now. Whereas there's also a part of me that goes, okay, well, what if one of those troops gets the buff that it needed to get, and actually that's the one to do? You know, that is actually opens up a whole new strategy. So that's why I'm always a bit confused. I mean, the sensible part of me is always like wallbreakers and healers and things like that you use now. The wallbreakers, I'm not too sure.
Like, especially for me too, that would be the war army that I use going into that town hall until I can practice with, you know, the new armies that they're coming out with and whatnot.
I might choose healers over wallbreakers though, just because you can get a super wallbreaker. I think.
But then, is that super wallbreaker going to break the new town hall 14 walls if it's not upgraded? Because our Town Hall 11, when he was trying to do a scout for me, his super wall breaker actually didn't break the wall that it needed to break because it wasn't powerful.
Yep. Really?
Yep.
Are you sure it just didn't die?
No, it made it to the wall. We both kind of thing.
That can't be true. I don't know. I missed it. It probably did happen, but I'm sure that 9 times out of 10 it should be okay. Because we used those wall breakers for our walls. Those super wall breakers for our walls, and they cracked.
We have more levels than he does. That's what I'm saying.
But, like he used his own. Is that what you're saying? Right, okay. Right, I was like, did you donate on one? And then it didn't break?
No,
okay.
No.
Yeah, but it's one level. And... you know, how many level whatever walls, the max walls, am I gonna have by then? So really, okay, so yeah, so there is a bit, I don't know what I'm going to upgrade next. There's a heck of a lot. And not just troops, spells as well, right?
Yeah, they're a level 7 clone spell and a level 8 poison spell. They're probably going to be releasing more spells, obviously, in future updates and whatnot. But poison and clone are the only ones so far getting an update.
I'm probably going to do poison over clone. Because I still feel like the clone is not good value to have 3 spell slots. If they had made it 2 spell slots, I'd be like all over that. I would sacrifice that. I think 3 is still too much. But
Absolutely. Me as well. Like 3 spell slots is a lot for that spell.
But from what you were saying, do we get an extra spell slot? So actually, that could make clone spell viable.
Do we get an extra spell slot?
I think does it not the clan castle gets upgraded?
Let's go into the balance changes. So the first balance change is actually to the clone spell, in that the clone house spell, the house space effect, has been increased from 33 to 34. So that's
still not what I want. It's 1 extra suit space. Like, well, I can't even have an electro and a loot, basically.
Yeah.
You can have an electro and 2 minions or something like that.
Yeah. So the supergiant HP has been reduced by 200. And this one I saw coming, super minion DPS has been decreased by 50, but the HP has been increased by 10. So they're nerfing them, but they're buffing them a little.
The super minions? I think they're sort of balancing it, basically.
Yeah. They're nerfing and buffing, but they're balancing.
They're nerfing the defense, but buffing the offense. Because remember when they were first released, you saw a lot of the Flybrid that they were calling it, the drags and the minions. But actually, you don't see that a lot now. And I think they're trying to think, okay, well, why is that? Because obviously other things have superseded that.
And they are quite powering on defense.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to tweak those both.
Yeah. I don't know if I think 50 is too much, but we'll see. Inferno Dragon level 2 DPS has been decreased from 80 to 1600 to 79 to 1580, and HP has been reduced by 50. So
I think everyone saw that coming.
Yeah, because that spam attack was quite OP, and the DPS being decreased, it's only 1.
Mm-hmm.
The Inferno Dragon beam cooldown time has been increased from 0.5 seconds to 0.6 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the thing I think is the nerf, because a lot of these Inferno Dragon sort of attacks finish the attack in like a minute and a half to spare, whereas I think this will cause a little bit more time fails.
Or a little bit more nail biting, just because it'll be a little bit closer. Not. Yeah, a minute and a half. Increase max spell donation count by 1 for clans of level 4 and above. Increase max spell donation count. So what does that mean?
Is it not because some people can't donate more than 1 spell?
Oh, maybe. So that's a clan perk then?
For level 4?
Clans of level 4 and above. It must be clans of level 4 or above. Level 8 Inferno Tower will have 6 beams while on multi-mode.
That I think
beams
is
instead of 5.
I think that's a nice buff to the multi-Inferno. I think, a lot of people were saying, should you have another Inferno? Are they going to give us another one? I think this is a nice way to do it.
That is going to wreck my hybrid.
So this is what I think. It's a lot of
still not in
spam.
the meta, so I mean, this will definitely, and I mean, the air meta as well. If they're running multi infernos for loons, that's gonna cause a problem. So it's gonna be tough, but you know, it's one of those.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I think you know there's gonna be a lot of people going, oh, it's too hard, but I think we have to remember it's gonna take a while to get completely max. You know, not obviously unless you're putting a heck of a lot of money in, but for the average Joe, it's not gonna be nobody's gonna be max defensively in a week. So, it will be defensively heavily, offensively still in our favour still for a while. But you know, I like that change. I think that's good. I think again, I think Supercell was quite clever with that.
And that's it. Stay tuned for a next look into the spring 2021 update, April 8th, where we'll dive into some quality of life improvements that you can expect in this update.
Okay, so you need to read the forums because forums has a bit more. It has the stats and stuff, and it has the visual, how they look like. But I just had a look. Clan Castle gets an upgrade level, and you can get free spell slots in that storage.
Seriously?
Yes. So the clone spell could become viable, I think.
Wow, I bet you that's why they're doing the upgrade to the clone spell, because now you can take it in your CC.
Well, I don't know if that's why, but I think they're just acknowledging the fact that the clone spell, nobody uses it. And,
so 50 troops in your CC and an extra spell. Wow. Wow.
You still only have 45 capacity.
Oh, it just gives you the extra spell, not an extra troop?
No, it's still 45 capacity. So it's balanced that way.
Okay. No, that's pretty cool. Nice.
But I remember I wanted the next level of the Clan Castle to give you that bump in troop space because I wanted to put a Super Witch in there and see how that worked. You know, a big I can't remember the name of the giant skelly. But that would have been such a time waster because she's just gonna clone some more, and you know, so that's why I was quite interested. But no, it's the spell slot, and I think that could make clone spell more viable because I never see it. Do you see it? I never see it in anything.
I mean, there used to be Electrone, but I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah. So I think that's probably what they were doing, and I think they just buffed it to sort of like the additional one extra troop space in the clone spell is just superficial, I think, because it's just to remind you, hey, remember there's a clone spell. Is it 4 Valks? I thought a Valk was...
You get 4 Valks in that.
Could you not get 4 Valks before? A Valk's 8, is it?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying Valks is getting an update, as well, like a troop level upgrade as well, so...
But you could get 4 Valks in there. You could get...
spells and Valks?
Yeah, you could, yeah. Yeah, but no combination gives you 34, right? As in, there's no nice combination that you would work with.
96? I don't think so.
So... This is why, I mean, I think it's superficial, that they're just reminding you that the clone spell is there. And hey, guess what? You've got another spell slot in your Clan Castle. 35! But 35 will be the humdinger because of, you know, giants, loons, you know, all of the 5 troop species is going to be good. So yeah, you should take a look because also it talks, you know, Darian's got his little spiel, but he's like sort of asterisked out some of the things that are going to be new. And if he's used an asterisk for a character, which he doesn't say he does, but there's a you know, something he says is, and even the something can be upgraded to fight back.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
It says also on there, so it's like a two words, and it's it says new defense building / track levels, and it listed all the things you said, but it said level 4 something something. So there's a level 4 new thing.
Okay, so where is this? Where on the forum is this?
Just in the sneak peek.
Oh, the sneak peek. There it is. Okay.
But it's like...
Oh, yes, I see he's gone into detail here.
Yeah. So, but for me, the interesting thing... So obviously there's the all new something something, and even the something
something can be upgraded to fight back.
So I was thinking about this today, right? There's obviously one of them's going to be the owl of some sort, because they're 3-letter blank, right? And then the other thing that I could think of, okay, if there's a new defense that can fight back, what actually does, because it says the way that he's put it is even the thing can be upgraded to fight back, so something must not fight back now, that you have to upgrade to get it to fight back.
Or if it's an owl, like maybe that's the new troop, and then maybe he's got a house, or maybe
because yeah, maybe that could be it. But I was thinking, there's not very many structures that we have right now that is in a base that doesn't already fight back. The only thing that I can think of is the lab or the builder hut.
I was just gonna say builder hut.
But again, we're just assuming 1 star, 1 asterisk equals a character there. Yeah. So if we were to fall into the trap, we would say the all new owl something, and even the builder hut can be upgraded to fight back.
The all new owl troop, and even the builder's hut can be upgraded to fight back. There you go, builder's hut.
Well, I mean, again, we're just assuming that, because there's not very many structures that can't fight back, because they're defenses already, right?
Yeah.
So, and it can't be the lab. The lab is the only other thing.
I see now. Green and gold. Yeah, I see. It's definitely not green and purple. It's green and gold.
But the laboratory is the only other thing that I can think of that doesn't fight back.
Yeah. The new builder's hut goes to level 4.
But, and again, this resolves the issue whereby you're getting too many new buildings.
Yep.
You know, the whole percentage dealy issue.
That looks nice. I like the color scheme. I like the gold storage. Yeah, I like those. Not a big fan of the clan castle, though. I do like the lab. And I like that green. Oh, your base is going to look awesome.
See, it's green and gold, no purple.
I didn't see the walls.
I don't think it's on here, but just in general. But which defense do you like then?
The Tesla.
What?
Yeah.
Of all the other designs, you like the Tesla?
The color looks best on the Tesla.
That's because it already had a bit of gold bits.
Mm-hmm.
The pointed bits were gold already, weren't they? I don't like the Inferno because I think that it's too fat. The little thing. The podium at the top looks too fat, I think. I quite like the cannons.
Do you?
In a way. I think it matches the theme of the town hall being, you know, Aztec-y, Mayan kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it does. Okay, so that is kind of a overview of our thoughts on Town Hall 14 and Clan Castle changes coming out.
Yeah, very quick, you know, because obviously we're going to have a lot to think about. You know, I'm going to have to figure out what to upgrade and what not. So, yeah, but generally that is our thoughts in terms of what they've released so far. And clearly it was the right thing to do to have this episode because it was not short.
No.
Okay.
So we will have another episode on Friday, our normal time, and we will talk about
Thursday, maybe Thursday, when they drop another sneak peek.
Yeah, we'll talk about the rest of the update that they drop on Thursday, and that will be quality of life changes, I think I said. And then on Friday we can talk about our, all of the rest of our stuff, our clan league, and how that's all
We'll
going.
do a proper episode then.
Yeah.
See, before we close off, I want to ask you a question. Well, I want to ask you 2 questions. First of all, are you excited by what the sneak peeks have given you?
So far.
Okay, that's good, because you weren't excited before.
I wasn't.
My second question is, with these sneak peeks coming, do you think the Town Hall update will drop sooner than you thought? Because the Hammer Jam is still another 6 days, 5 days?
They'll wait until the Hammer Jam's done.
Do you think? I don't know if they will.
I think they will.
It makes sense, but I don't know. Are they gonna drop it right after? Because I honestly thought they weren't gonna drop sneak peeks as soon as they did. So I mean, like,
that might be why there isn't going to be anything tomorrow. Like maybe they'll release something Thursday, release something Friday, and then nothing over the weekend, and then Monday everything's out.
They have released stuff over the weekend before, as in sneak peeks over the weekend before. Okay, but I will let you wrap up.
Yes, so we will, like I said, talk about all that other stuff in our next episode. Clan War Leagues, the second sneak peek that we're going to be having, and if there's going to be any events and whatnot, and how we finished up with the Hammer Jam and sorts, and getting ready for your big Town Hall upgrade. So we will talk to everybody in a couple days.
Bye.